Hey guys, it's Big Z65, and before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. And I know I haven't posted a video in a really long time. It's almost been half a year now. It's been over 6 months, and the main reasons why is because the last time I posted a video, I felt, I kind of promised myself that I wouldn't post one until I got myself straightened away, with my thoughts and with my OCD and with my problems, because I felt like, you know what I mean, while I was sitting here telling you guys how to get through it, you know what I mean, how to deal with your problems, and I wasn't taking my own advice, and I wasn't utilizing what I was telling you guys. I wasn't putting it into my life. And so I kind of promised myself that I wouldn't do a video until, you know what I mean, my thoughts got better, and I kind of have just grown as a person, and just, you've basically gotten better. So yeah, and another reason is, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this one, but it's like just the want to do them. You know what I mean? It's because, it's, for those of you that have YouTube channels, or that have, you know what I mean, have tried to do what I'm trying to do. It's really hard to, like, you know what I mean, put a lot of hours into something and a lot of thought into something, and then just, like, I didn't. I know it sounds like I'm more worried about getting views than I am helping people. That's not what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is, it's just really hard to see, like, how many views you get, and, you know what I mean, how the views don't go up as the days go by. You know what I mean, how they basically stay the same. And I'm not saying that, you know what I mean, in a way where I'm saying, like, oh, I'm doing this just to get views, just to get popular. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm doing it so that I can help people. You know what I mean? But the reason why it's hard is because I know there's so many people out there that need help, and I see that nobody's really looking, and nobody's really, you know what I mean, basically checking me out, I guess. And but it is what it is. And but I'm back, and I remembered why I'm doing this. Another reason why I'm doing this is it's therapeutic for me. You know what I mean? Because when I'm doing these, I'm not having my thoughts. And yeah, it helps me a lot deal with, to get stuff off my chest. So anyway, an update of what's been going on, guys. I recently just graduated high school, about 2.5 weeks ago, and I'm currently going to West Georgia Tech next year. And let's see. Oh, some other big news is I have to go back to Saudi Arabia in a couple weeks to get my Saudi ID, so that I can get my Saudi scholarship. I'll be gone for about 3 or 4 weeks, and so I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to seeing my family back home. And one thing I'm kind of worried about is, for those of you that watch my videos, you know what I mean, you know what happened to me when I was in Saudi Arabia. And I have to go and be in the same house as with the guy that molested me when I was younger, and so that's going to be a challenge. And another thing that's been going on is my dad. He came back from Saudi Arabia. He's been back for about 2 months now, and me and him, we got into it a couple times. I mean, we got into a little altercation, but it was good that it happened, because it gave us a chance to talk, and to get some stuff off our chest. And yeah, and so another thing is that I finally told my dad what happened to me, about me being molested. And apparently, he took it really well, surprisingly. I'm guessing that he already kind of knew about it, because I think my mom may have told him a couple years ago. Um, so yeah, it was a pretty it was really hard to tell him. You know what I mean? He was probably the hardest person to tell, to be honest with you. But anyway, guys, this is just like an update video. Next week, yeah, I'm gonna be doing these once a week. I'm gonna try, and next week, I'm gonna look up some stuff to talk about. Maybe some OCD stuff, some anxiety stuff. Oh, actually, I can do that right now. I could give you guys some help tips that I've learned over the past couple months on how to deal with your anxiety. Um, Now, one thing that really helped me sometimes, really, I don't use it a lot because I forget to use it, because when I get really anxious or when my thoughts start going, you know what I mean, I just forget everything that I've learned to help me. And sometimes I'll remember, and sometimes because I'm so caught up in it, I'll just forget about it. And so one thing that helped me, it's called what's it called? Uh, I forgot what it's called, but it's a certain type of breathing. And what you do is, you go, like, say an example, you go to a quiet place, like go to your room, close the door, just go someplace quiet, and what you do is you close your eyes and you just take deep breaths, and what you do is you focus on how you're feeling, how the temperature is in the room. Think about, the sounds that you hear. Focus on what you're hearing, what you're feeling, what you smell, what you taste, you know what I mean? Just focus on your senses, basically. And if you do it the right way, you'll get to this, it's basically meditating, and you get to this really peaceful, like, zone where you just calm and you feel like you're kind of on a cloud, you know what I mean? And for a person with high anxiety and with just stress problems, it's a really, really amazing feeling. I mean, you feel fully relaxed after doing it. You know what I mean? But the key is, like me, what I have trouble with when I'm doing it is my thoughts, like, they interrupt me while I'm doing it. Like, I'll have thoughts while I'm doing it. Yeah, and so, I'll have to, and what my counselor told me to do, and if you have the same problem that I do with intrusive thoughts or with any OCD, you know what I mean, ritual or whatever it is, focus, like, on breathing. Like me, my counselor tells me whenever I have a bad thought, I just breathe and I blow it out, and I focus on the breathing. Every time I have a bad thought, I take a deep breath and I blow out. Yeah. And so yeah, that's one tip. Another tip, it's really cool. I never knew about it until my counselor, he told me about it. I don't know if you guys have ever know what a hertz is. It's like sound waves. It's like sound waves, like natural Earth sound waves. And you can look them up on YouTube. Like, my favorite one that I listen to is 432, and you type in HZ. Yeah, so you type in 432 HZ, and there's different ones. It's like meditating, and what it is like, I'm sure, I don't know if we all have, but I know I've had this thought before of, you know what I mean, like when you see monks meditating, I've had the thought of, what are they thinking about, or what do they hear, you know what I mean? And this is actually what, like, supposedly it's once you get to a certain state and meditating, you can hear these sounds. You can hear the natural sounds on the earth, and it's pretty cool stuff. And so yeah, there's that one. And what else? What else? Let's see. Really, guys, the only way to control your anxiety is really to take deep breaths. You know, other than medication, that's really the only thing that helps you, is to just take deep breaths. And I actually kind of experimented with this a little bit. You know, breathing, we all take breathing for granted. Like, that's my personal opinion. We take breathing for granted because, like, we forget how powerful, like, breathing is, you know, to calm ourselves down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just now realizing that, like, when I get really worked up and I get really, like, just my mind is just crazy and I don't know what to think, what to feel, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do next. Like, I'll remember to just take deep breaths, and then my mind will just clear, you know what I mean? And I'm able to focus, and I'm able to, you know what I mean, do what I have to do, and I'm able just to have my mind, it calms down, basically. And how I experimented with this is, 2 days ago I went to Six Flags with Jake and Tristan, and you know, I think, I know, for those of you that watch my videos, or watch my Teens with OCD video, I think it was, I talked about fear and what fear stands for, and it being false evidence appearing real. And how I experimented with this is, I went to Six Flags, like I said, and there's this big, huge roller coaster, and it's called the Goliath, and I've always been kind of scared to ride it. I'm not a big fan of heights and like rides and stuff like that, and so you know what I mean, when I went on it, I was just freaking out, you know what I mean, and really the only thing that helped me get through it was breathing, you know what I mean? Like, when the roller coaster would get to the peak, I just took a deep breath, and when we went down, I just blew it out, and like, it helped me so much. And really now I kind of like it a lot. I love roller coasters now, and I kind of like the adrenaline from heights and stuff like that, and I never imagined that I would like that at all. Like, I used to despise the feeling of, you know what I mean, like you know that feeling when you get when, like, you drop down, like, from like a ride or something, like the tightness in your stomach, it feels like your heart drops in your stomach, basically. I never liked that feeling, and up until a few days ago, I really it felt pretty good. So it was a pretty good experience. Let's see what else has been going on with me. Well, sorry. What other? Really, that's all the anxiety tips I have for you guys. And so yeah, like I said, just breathing is really the only way to calm yourself down. Now, some other things that have been going on with me is I still don't have a girlfriend, but I have, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I have gotten better with my nose. I do have a deviated septum, like I said in one of my videos, but really it was my OCD and my anxiety that made me kept blowing my nose, because when I got anxious, I would blow and I would sniff, and yeah, it was pretty hard, you know what I mean. And guys, if you see me like kind of stop mid-sentence, and like if you hear me like whispering or something like that, it's just me dealing with my thoughts, you know what I mean. It's like I'm just trying, And one thing I wanted to tell you guys is, you know, I really loved high school, but this year it was really hard for me. Um, the reason being is because when all this happened to me, you know what I mean, with the blowing my nose and the talking in my thoughts and stuff like that, I wouldn't say I was very popular, but I was pretty well known, you know what I mean? Pretty much everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people knew who I was. And, you know what I mean? This year, it was just hard because, you know, I would blow my nose in class all the time, and I would sit in there whispering to myself and dealing with my thoughts, and people would think I was crazy. And you know what I mean, basically I built a reputation of being the guy that blows his nose all over the place and talks to himself, and that really hurt, you know what I mean, because I wish people could see what I have to go through, you know what I mean. I feel like if people at school could, you know, live a day in my life and feel the things that I feel and go through the things that I have to go through on a daily basis, they would understand. But you know, I really, up until a few weeks ago, I really cared about what their opinions were of me. Really, why I cared about what my reputation was is because when you're trying to get a girlfriend, and especially if she's popular, um, you know what I mean, people talk. And a big concern of mine was if I got a girlfriend in high school, that she would have to deal with, you know, her friends or other people saying that I'm nasty or that I'm crazy. And, you know, I wouldn't want a girl to have to go through that. And, you know, and so that was a big worry on my mind, that if I got a girlfriend. Um, and alhamdulillah, you know, that, because I feel like it worked out better that I didn't get a girlfriend in high school because of the reputation I built. And you know what I mean, I had a reputation of doing weird stuff even before I started blowing my nose and with the thoughts. You know what I mean? People from ninth grade remember me, or people that I went to middle school with remember me when I twitched my neck and when I, you know what I mean, would spaz out and stuff like that. And then in ninth grade and sophomore year, you know what I mean, with my OCD habits, with only wearing 3 shirts and wearing the same pair of jeans every day for a year or 2 years, you know. So I've always kind of had a reputation of being weird, and like I said, it hurts. And for those of you that know what that's like, it's not a good feeling, you know. And but I want to tell you guys something that many people have told me before, but I'm just now getting it. And a person that really emphasizes this to me a lot is my best friend's mom. And she always tells me every time I see her, you gotta love yourself. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to be in a relationship, you gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else. And, you know, just, it's, like I said, it's just really hard. But really, guys, the only person there's really only 2 people in this world whose opinions should matter to you, and that's God and yourself. And guys, like, I don't know how, but over the past couple months, you know what I mean, like a couple months ago, I hit rock bottom, and I just wanted to give up, you know what I mean, because I still do my thoughts, and it's been over a year now. And it's you know, a couple months ago, it was just really wearing down on me, and I just wanted to give up. And you know, somehow I still kept fighting. You know what I mean? And it made me really a lot more confident in myself. You know? And so, guys, basically, what I'm saying is, don't let what other people say about you define who you are, and don't let, you know what I mean, the fact that you have issues define, you know, who you are again. Because for those of you that know me, I mean, like, really know me, um, when I'm comfortable with a person, and it's like the same thing for with girls. The reason why I'm not good with girls is because I get really anxious and I say stupid things and I'm not relaxed, and I'm just my anxiety is through the roof, and it rubs off on the girl. But when I'm comfortable with a girl, like a friend, and like one of my best friends, like girlfriends, you know what I mean, a girl that I'm comfortable with, that I can talk to, and even just my friends, you know what I mean, like, I'm a really funny guy. Well, that's what people have told me, and I'm starting now to see that I am a funny guy, and I'm a really good guy to be around, and I love to have a good time, and I love life, you know what I mean? When I'm not talking to myself, and when I'm not, you know what I mean, trapped in my head and with my OCD, I'm I'm a pretty good guy, and I'm really just now starting to believe that. And for those of you, like I said, that know what it feel like to be judged, and that really care about what other people think of you, and you know what I mean, who let other people's opinions get to you, I'm telling you guys, they're not worth your time. Because most people that have been, you know what I mean, judged or criticized, or, you know what I mean, hated on or made fun of, or just outcasted in social groups in high school or whatever, you know what I mean, more about, I'd say, 7 out of 10 times, those people end up being the most successful people you know, and they end up being the wealthiest, the most popular, the just greatest people in the world, you know what I mean? And I guess another message I'd like to say to you guys is, just don't judge people. You know, and I even do this sometimes, and I've been judged my whole life, you know what I mean? And I notice when I do it, like, it just eats me up when I judge somebody because of what they look like or a problem that they have. And it really hurts me that I'm judging people like that. And that's really how everybody should feel. Because it's not, you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know what made them act like that, or what made them, you know, dress like that. You know what I mean? So basically, guys, just don't judge people, and don't let what other people say get to you, because it really doesn't matter. So yeah, guys, sorry for, oh, yeah, sorry, before I end the video, real quick, I know this is, kind of long, but like I said, it's been a while since I posted a video, and I just wanted to tell you, bring you guys up to speed. Something that I've been struggling with lately is, like I said, you know, is not having a girlfriend, because, you know, I don't want to say you know, this is even embarrassing for me to say, but out of all my friends, I'm the one who doesn't really know, who doesn't do good with girls. You know what I mean? Like, every one of my friends has a girlfriend, or has had a girlfriend, or, you know what I mean, talks to girls, or interacts with girls, or, you know what I mean, are good with girls, basically. And I'm really the only one that is challenged in that area. And you know, it's hard to, let's just say I've third wheeled on a lot of, you know what I mean, in a lot of situations. I've been the third wheel or fifth wheel in many situations. Like just a few days ago, I was with my best friend and his new girlfriend, and then Tristan and his girlfriend, and then his girlfriend's sister, and you know what I mean. And I was really the fifth wheel, and you know, it was really hard for me to see them, you know what I mean, holding hands and you know what I mean, doing other stuff and being together and having fun and you know, going on rides together. And you know, it was it really it was hard. And I told my friend Jake this a few weeks ago. You know, it's hard to be me sometimes because you know, they know what it's like. They've had know what it's like to feel in love, or they've you know what I mean, had I don't know what to say. They've been with girls, you know, at a young age. You know what I mean? They got, for example, hold on, let me finish this, and I'll tell you guys what happened. But yeah, what I was saying is like they got their first kiss when they were younger, or they they started interacting with girls at a younger age, and they started getting girls at a younger age. And I'm 18 years old and I've still to get one, you know what I mean. And really what I also told him is that I really had nobody up until I was 16, 15, besides my family, you know what I mean. And God, and you know, and I had really had no friends. I had nobody to hang out with, nobody to talk to really, up until my sophomore, or was it my junior year of high school. And the first friends that I really had were Tristan and Jake. And so I went like 16 years really by myself with nobody. Like I said, except for God and except for my family. And I've gone 18 years without, you know, falling in love or without being with a girl, you know what I mean? And 18 years, it's not a long time, but it's a good bit, you know. And I really feel like that if I did get a girl, you know what I mean, it would help with my thoughts a lot, and it would help with my confidence. And I realized, like I told you guys, that I have to love myself in order to love somebody else. And I really, with all honesty, am making progress to that, you know. Each day I'm more and more confident in myself, and I'm starting to like what I see. Like, I'm starting to get a better looking body, and I'm starting to get in better shape. I'm starting to get smarter. I'm starting to break out of my OCD habits. Like what I did, guys, I think I told you guys about it. In my room, I moved everything out. You know, all the cream bottles are gone. I'm using the clothes. I moved the clothes in that closet to the closet in my room. I'm wearing clothes in my room. You know what I mean? And you know, alhamdulillah. And what alhamdulillah means, guys, is in Arabic that means thank God. So if you ever see me, if you ever see me, hear me saying alhamdulillah, that's just me thanking Allah, which is God. And so yeah. Now, real quick before I get to the songs of the week, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me. I went to Panama City Beach for spring break this year, and I had a blast. I got my first kiss there, so that really helped my confidence a lot. Was me getting a first kiss, and you know, we were at a foam party, and it was just an amazing experience, you know. And hopefully I'm gonna go again next year. And but this time I'm hoping to go with you know, a girlfriend, or you know what I mean, just somebody that I really like, you know. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. And real quick, the songs of the week are, as you guys may have noticed from my other videos, Time Flies is a really like, he's one of my favorite artists. And so the one song, it's called Monsters by Time Flies, and the other song is called Monster by Eminem and Rihanna. And let's see, what's the other song? Let me see. I'm having a brain cramp, guys. Let me see. What's the other song? Oh yeah, and the other song is "All Right" by Darius Rucker. If you guys, if for those, for you country fans, it's a really good country song. And "Monsters" by Eminem. I mean, like, I heard it about, like, when it came out, and I didn't really pay it any attention, but I heard it about a month ago, and like, just the lyrics really describe, how I feel with my thoughts, and dealing with my thoughts, basically like the monsters in my head, like it says in the song. And then Monsters by Time Flies, it's kind of a love song. It's talking about, finding somebody that accepts you and that is willing to deal with your problems and help you overcome your problems. And every time I hear that song, I don't want to sound like a pansy, but I almost start crying every time I hear that song. So yeah, guys, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. And until then, bye.